Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Sheila. Welcome on in today. This is my first live on YouTube, but not my first live at being on camera. So come on in. Be sure to leave me a comment when you come in today. I won't be able to speak to you like you're used to seeing me on another channel, but come on in and I will read the comments. We're going to talk about some little bird nests today. So we're going to do them in some different type things so that you can get an idea. And we're going to call this segment More Birdhouse Wing It Session. So I'm doing that session right now. It's called Wing It. I'm doing it on some different channels. And so today we're going to use this channel, to do the same thing. So welcome on in. Good to see everybody. So we're taking one of the little jello molds that they had from years ago. You can find these at the thrift store, usually the thrift store, a yard sale, different things like that. They come in different sizes. I picked these up at a thrift store close to here. And I said, oh, those would be so cute for some bird nest. So that's what we're doing today. So I've got mine ready. I went ahead and put a little brown straw looking stuff in the bottom to kind of give it that fill in. I wasn't as crazy about this. This is something I got at another store. And it's kind of the more of a hard type. And that's not really what I like. I like the soft. So you could put the kind that you get at one of the dollar stores or one of the inexpensive Target, anywhere like that, and put that on the bottom if you don't like the texture. So I love this texture here. We're going to use that. You could put anything you want in here, some sticks, some cotton, whatever you want to put in there to kind of fill it up. We might use some of our sticks, but we're going to put that in another box. But we're going to get this ready. So I don't put any styrofoam or anything in these. I'm just going to do it just like this, just putting our greenery in there. And then we're going to add some other greenery and some florals in it. So let's move that a little bit to the side. And I'm going to show you some different things that we can do. And we've got plenty of florals over here we can put in. So I'm just going to glue some of these in. Thank you. Thank you for coming today. I appreciate you. And we're going to cut a few of these. So be sure and share this out on your channel to your other friends. Let them know about me. I would appreciate that. And it helps me grow as well. So I'm just going to cut a few of these off, like some of these little yellows and oranges. This will make a really cute bird nest. So this one's going to be more of a prissy kind of bird nest. They're going to be a little fancier here. So we'll cut a little bit of this greenery. We'll have a little bit of that. I've got some other greenery. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut a few of these, get these ready where we can just glue them in. And just makes a cute little setting for our bird. And this one in particular, I'm going to do this and I'm going to put my bird to the side, but I'm going to show you can always put a bird inside as well. So I've got a few of those. Let's get a little bit of the white, and I've got some eggs to put in. So I like to put some little eggs. This one is going to have a little bit bigger eggs, and then I've got to find some more of the smaller eggs, but I've got a few that I can use. We'll get a couple of these. All right, now we've kind of got this ready. Let's put just a little bit more moss in here. And this is just some moss that I either picked up at the one of the other stores. I get it from different places. Sometimes I get the brand from Walmart. You can use Walmart, Hobby Lobby, any of those stores you want to. And we're going to just put, with our hot glue, just going to put some of our flowers in here, just kind of build that up so it looks like a little garden. Put a little hot glue, put a yellow here, and then let's put some white or an orange or something else in the middle to give it some color. And we're just going to fill it in with just some flowers and some greenery just to give it a little look here. We might need a few of this longer greenery as well. We'll try some of that. So you just want to fill that in wherever that you want to add some greenery. Doesn't have to be any specific thing. And these little flowers, anytime you find these, grab them up. You can find them at the dollar store, at Walmart, somewhere inexpensive, or you can go to one of the other stores and get you some there. All kinds of places you can shop and get some of these little flowers. Grab them when you see them, because they sometimes can be hard to find. So you definitely want to be looking for them. And they kind of all get sticking together after a minute. That's okay. We're going to build around. Let's see if we can put a couple of eggs in here. I've got some that are a little bit bigger than I wanted to use, but it will go okay with this bird. So let's just put a few of these little speckled eggs in here. Let's go ahead and glue them down so that they will give a hold. Otherwise they would be falling out. So you want to definitely go ahead and glue those. And I'm just using my hot glue tool to put those down. I appreciate all of you coming out and supporting me today. It was just a quick deciding to go on. Okay, then we've got a few eggs in there. So let's keep building and put some more of our flowers. I do have some like this. I think this one will be okay and won't be too big. If I don't drop it in the floor. That happens. Listen, it's always a dropping thing sometimes when you go live. Now these do not have, these are made a little different, so I'm just going to cut these off. I like this coral. I think that will be pretty with it as well. Just a little bit of a coral color. Let's put a little bit of that in there just to give it a little different something right in there. And we definitely need to add a little bit more florals. I'm just going to put some hot glue in there. We're going to take some of our little white ones here and add that in. Just add it wherever you want to. You can put a little greenery back here with, and you know, hot glue just makes a mess. Back here on the back side, you could put a little bit of some greenery there just to add under your eggs. So anytime that you find these during the season, a lot of times they put them out in the spring or sometimes just around the Easter time. Anytime that you can grab these little eggs, grab them, because you can make some cute things with some little eggs. And they're good all through spring and summer, because y'all know that birds are out all the time. I live in the South, so we have a ton of birds, and the birds come here for the winter and then go back. So we see tons of different birds. And I love birds. I think they're so interesting and fun. So we have quite a collection of different bird things. So there you go. Look how cute that is. All this glue is kind of getting sticky today. We won't worry about it. Look how cute. Now let's put it in this little box. I thought it would be cute in this box to use it. We're going to just glue it down with just some hot glue for right now. We're going to turn it just a little bit where you can make sure that you can see our bird's nest. Now, you could use also sticks and make you a bird nest like one of these twig ones. You can definitely do that as well. So totally up to you what you want to use. But look how cute. It's going to be simple. This is from the dollar store, and I put little feet on it. So I just bought the little caps that you can buy just like these. They're in a bag, or you can order them from somewhere. And just glue them on, and then you've got a little box that looks really cute. Now, I'm going to put my red bird in here, and just like it's looking at the nest. And I'm not going to glue it. I'm just going to put it in. And you also could add some florals down here where we've got this greenery if you want to. Or you could add a stick. So we could put a piece of a stick. Let's see if I can break this without making a mess. A little piece of a stick in there. And I think we'll go ahead and just stick it right there. And then you've got it looking very much like nature. You also could put some pine cones and different things in there. Just totally up to you. Isn't that cute? Simple but cute. We're doing a little simple today. So that little red bird came from one of the local stores. So we've got this one. Now we're going to do another one. This is a little bit smaller, but these are just so cute to use that I'm just going to do another one of those for you. We'll put a little bit more brown in the bottom. This was just some moss. It's kind of that, not real soft, so it's not my favorite, but it's okay. It'll be okay. Now this one, let me go ahead and get our greenery in here. This is just a moss collection greenery. I'm going to put that in there. And this one we're just going to put some, and see how it does have some of those little sticks in it sometimes. I like the little sticks, so just leave them in there. They add to it. Now let's put some other florals here and see what we can do with this one. And we'll fix it up as well. Let's see what else I might have right here. I've got all kinds of florals. So we'll use some more of this one in the orange. We'll cut a little bit of that. That will be pretty. And we still will keep this because we can use these leaves as well. So don't ever throw these away when you're working with different elements. You want to make sure that you keep your scraps, because sometimes those little scraps are just what you need to fill in. Excuse me. So here's a little piece that's got a little bit of yellow and a little bit of greenery. That's pretty. Let's stick that in there. That's going to be cute. We'll put that in there. That'll give it a little height there. Let's put that floral. Let's see if I can just put that right there. And then we'll put a little bit more. We'll see if I can keep it from dripping that way. Let's put this bright yellow there. And let's add some orange. Just anything that you like to use. Now, I think I can kind of twirl that and we'll keep it from having so much. All these glues used to be really good about not having that problem, but it seems like now they all kind of drip a little bit, so just don't let that bother you and just keep going just like you're going. And we might put the bird over that way. And just trying to twirl it a little bit, that'll help with the glue if you can just twirl it. I forget that sometimes, so don't do what I do and just twirl a little bit, and that'll help on that as well. Then we're just going to add a little bit more greenery, a little bit more florals. Let's put a little bit more. I've got some of this that came off of one of my flowers. We'll use a little bit of that. Well, I'm so glad that you're here. So we'll put that here. And as you grow on the YouTube channel, there's more features that you can get as well. So we will just keep doing what we're doing because we know that it'll all work. Let's put a little pink in here over on this side. We'll add that right here in the middle of our yellow to give it some color there. So let's see now. I've got some other birds. So let me grab one of these birds here. This one was another little bird that I found. And let's see if it will look good in here. Make sure it doesn't look too big. And I do have this one as well. So let's see which one we think. I love this yellow. As long as it'll fit in here and its tail will not take away. I tell you, I think we're going to move that just a little bit right there and put it. Oh, I think it'll be pretty right here on this edge. Let's try that. If you twirl your glue, that keeps it from dripping and having so many strings, y'all. I completely forgot about that. This was one that was on just a little card with just a little clip. And I'm going to leave the clip on there. No reason to have to take it off. It gives it a little balance. Look how cute that one is. Isn't that cute? I love that one as well. Now, I'm just going to leave that one sitting just like that. And I'm going to put it in my tiered tray just like that. I think it'll be cute. Now I have one that's rusted up. This is a little star. I'm going to use the inside of it. We're just going to use that rusty crusty to our advantage. I love that. If y'all know me, if you follow me on my page, you know that I love grungy, rusty, all those things, so you know me well. Just put some of that brown in here, and then we will put our green on top. So if you watch me on replay, be sure and let me know that, and put that in the comments as well. I love all of you joining me. And then I have a page that you can go and watch me. It's called Sweetie's Creations and Decor, just like it is on here. All right, now let's try that. Let's try one of those other birds. Either this green. I think the green might look good in here. Maybe I'll put our bird and then build around it, and that way we know for sure that we have lots of space. So let's put that there. I'm going to just leave his little tail kind of sticking, her tail, either one. And we can fix our birds up too. So you could put some little pearls around her neck. Let me get a piece of pearl right here. I'm thinking we'll put a little pearl around her neck. I love that. I should have gone ahead and put that on her, but I'll put it around to this side over here. That will be cute. Give her some little pearls. She found some little pearls somewhere. You know, they pick up all kinds of things. They love cat and dog hair. So if you have a cat or a dog, put that out for your birds. Just put it out somewhere where they can get it, even if you put it on a limb or just in something that they can pick up. And they love that for their nest. Okay, we're just going to put this around here like this. And then our little bird's going to have, and I'm going to put just a tad right there. There we go. Now she's got on some little pearls. And then I'm going to take a little piece of this pink that I have right here. And I'm going to put that right there on her neck as well, so that she is dressed up. She is dressed up for her suitor coming today. Y'all, I love to make little stories with my little things, so I think stories are fun. Let's get some flowers in here now. Get some little florals and some greenery. And let's build this up just a little bit. I'm going to put just a tad more. I used all of that package. I'm going to open a new one. And this is the reindeer moss, and I believe this came from Walmart. You can use different kinds. That other may have come from Joann's. And that end's not opening, so we'll just open it up here. You can always put a clothespin on it. Keep it from falling out, can't you? All right, let's get our moss right here. Put just a little bit more in there so that we can fill that up. There we go. I love the reindeer moss. It's soft. So if you're looking for moss and you don't know the difference, the reindeer moss is usually a softer moss, and I like it a lot better than that moss that you get from the dollar store that's hard, and sometimes it has a little bit of an odor, and it's kind of very dry. You don't want dry. You want something that looks a little bit more natural. Put that there. Let's see if we can put our little pink flowers over in here. And just add to this one a little greenery. Add this little greenery in here. Just put you enough hot glue that you can put several things in here. I'm going to put that one kind of over that way. And let's get another one of these orange flowers. Add that in. And some of the stores have had some really good florals this year that you can add to your little pretty things. Now, if you didn't want to use all these for the bird, you could take some little ceramic or clay eggs, and you could just put some eggs in here. I'm just going to stick that one since it's small. You could fill this with the little eggs, and that would be cute as well. So a couple of different ideas that you could do with that. And look, we've got her all fixed up. Isn't she cute? Let's put one yellow floral right here. I think it needs just a little bit. Just a little bitty flower right over there. There we go. I like that. What are y'all thinking? You liking it? Y'all be sure and tell me if you like it in the comments, and I will go back and read them. So we had that little nest. You could always take your nest and put it on one of these little flower pots. If you just find the nest, you can find these usually at the dollar store. And so here's a flower pot that we did the same thing. I painted this. I did it in, just dry brushed it. So what I do is take a couple of coats and just paint over my clay pot and just dry brush it a little bit. So that's all I did to that. I love doing the dry brush. Another idea you can do if you do not have these containers, or you can find these also usually at Walmart or at the dollar store, any of those discount stores. You can take, these are yogurt cups. Take it, paint it up. You can put a crackle on it. You can leave it just like this in the brown and just put a little bit of paint on there. And you could use this for a nest. So think about just different things that you might have in your house. Old saucers that don't match anymore. Teacups. You can find teacups and teapots places. This one has some Spanish moss on it. So we'll just fill this one in and put our little bird on there. I think we'll go ahead and put a couple of eggs on this one. Now these look a little big for this bird. So what I probably would do, if I'm going to put the big eggs, I would put one of the bigger birds in here. So I would not use the big eggs with this. I would use the little bitty eggs that you have, that you can find, if I was going to put a smaller bird. So I kind of look at size-wise what it looks like. So I've got some Spanish moss. Now I'm going to put a little bit more of my green moss in this. And just, this is one I had. And I thought I would just bring it out and show y'all. We'll redo it just a little bit to show you that you can use one of these as well. Now I make tons of these bird nests and things like that in the spring and summer. And so I have all kinds to use. But I love them. They're just fun. Something fun that you can do with your grandchildren. Just be careful if you are creating with your grandchildren. Just make sure that you don't use hot glue unless it's supervised or it's someone old enough to handle it. Always give them a tool to use, because you can use all kinds of glue. You could use the Fabrifix or one of the other kind of glues. You could use some Elmer's glue, but know that it's going to take a little bit of time to dry. So if you use that, just allow for that. But let them make something for their mom for Mother's Day. Let them make something for a birthday. All kinds of things you could do to be fun. So I'm liking that so far. And I don't know, I might put a little bit more back in here, but I don't want a ton on it because I'm just liking it like it is. And I'm going to put this little bird. And I don't attach my birds till I decide if that's where I want to leave them, because sometimes I want to move them to something different. So I wait and then I put my hot glue on there and attach them. I'll go ahead and put this one in. Just a little hot glue. You can always pull that off. And this little bird here may need, I think I'll take a little piece of the stick and put under it just to give it a little, maybe it'll stick up just a little bit where it's not falling down in our pot. You could also put a piece of wood in there, a dowel, anything like that that will help keep it up to where it's not falling all the way in your flowers. This one's just kind of peeking out. And you know, they love to have flowers and all kinds of things as well in their bird nest. So y'all let me know what you think on that. And this one here, you can just fill in a little bit more. This was one that came just like this. The flowers are okay, but I think I'm going to take them and make them a little different. And we're going to put this one right over here out of the way. I like them okay. I like that one can stay there, and that one's okay. This one was kind of long, so I'm just going to take it and kind of cut it and add some other florals in here. And you can just find these, and then you can use these. You can take everything completely out. Totally up to you what you want to do with it. And these are just inexpensive. You usually can find them at most of the discount stores. Around, usually they come out around Easter. And then just to add you some more florals to it, to dress it up just a little bit. And these are cute without a bird if you want to leave them out just like this, or you could put your bird in there, either one. I'm going to cut this one off just a little bit. And I'll use this flower, but I'm going to see if I can open it up a little bit. It was a little squished. And let's see if we can just stick it in right there and make that look a little better. There we go. Let's add some more of our flowers in here. I think that will look a little better. Let me just clip some right here. Let's clip a little orange one and just add some color. Now I don't think I'm going to put the orange in. I'm not feeling that orange. I think I'm going to put some more pinks. Just a few more pinks in here. I'm liking the pink. I wasn't feeling that orange. That just wouldn't seem to go with that color scheme. So I'm just going to take our little pink ones. I'm going to press those down. Put those in there. We'll put a few right over in here. You also could add some moss to this. It had a little bit on it, but it doesn't seem to have a lot. So let's put just a tad to color it up just a little bit. Take a little bit of our moss and put it right in here. And I am going to use my little tool to press it down so don't burn my fingers. I hope that y'all enjoyed this today and it gave you some little ideas of some things to do for spring, because it's still spring, and in some places it hadn't even began to feel like spring yet, but we have full spring here in the south. It is a little cooler today, and we just dress that up a little bit with the things that we have. Let's get another couple of yellow flowers. I think I've got some more in my little bag. This is where I keep a lot of things. We've got that yellow. I just drop all my little extras in this little bag, and that way when I have extras that I need to use, I just reach down in there and get what I need. Just like that. And we might use that on there. That's kind of cute. It's a little bit different. Let's use a little of that back on here. And if you don't want this many flowers, you can just do as many as you like. But now we fix that up a little bit. Let's put a little bit more of the moss. I think right down in here, a little bit right down there in the middle. You also could paint these eggs if it wasn't the color that you want. You can always paint them. Now that is cute. That look cute in a tiered tray or anything that you want. So let me refresh, show you everything that we did. So we did the little bird nest that already had that on there. It had a little ribbon that would hang. I didn't really like the hanging part. And then we've got this one in the little flower pot. You could also put some moss here on the flower pot, y'all. I kind of like that too. We've got a minute or two, so let's do that real quick. Just put a little bit of moss around on our flower pot. That looks cute. Whoop, see, I didn't glue that bird well. She fell right out. Oh, we'll get her back in. There's no glue underneath her, so let's put a little bit of glue right up in there, and that'll help hold her. There we go. Now we've got her fixed. So just put a little moss on your flower pot. That's cute as well. And then we did this one in our little rusty, crusty. That is one of my favorite looks, more of a primitive. Then we have this little bird here and there. And then we have our red bird right here in this. So I hope y'all enjoyed my little short segment today and enjoyed my bird nest. Hope that you will have a wonderful and blessed week. Thank you.